Okay, imagine when you're younger and, well, you know, when we were both single. Imagine hooking up with someone and then you go home and they have both going on.
Ugh, that's a bye.
Yeah.
Get it?
It's just so weird. Like, I couldn't do that.
No, I would literally be like, and out.
Yeah, but like, okay, it's, I think it's a lot different for the girl on girl to guy on guy. I'm sorry, doesn't matter what it is. It's just a lot different. It would be easier for you because you're expecting a penis. Like, that's just a part of, if you're going to hook up with a dude, you're expecting a penis and balls.
What if there was a vagina behind that penis?
But like underneath, then you don't really have to pay attention to it. I'm just saying.
But it would be an immediate, like, you've got an issue.
Well, because the way I think of it is like, so here's the penis and here's the balls and then the vagina is just right underneath it, right? So you can just.
Ew, no.
I'm just saying you can not see it. But for a guy,
stay hidden.
It's hidden behind the balls.
He has extra large man titties, but
exactly, like, it's just hidden behind the balls. It's like a cave with a little rock on the top of it, so you can kind of like get. But I'm expecting just a vagina. I can't see past the cock. Like, that's. You see what I mean? Like, it's a little bit different.
I mean, like, if that rolls out, then yeah. I mean,
like, hey.
It's presenting.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So.
Would you go Lorena Bobbitt on him?
Yeah, exactly.
No! There's a snake in here!
Hey, Twitter world.
Don't pet the llama.
A pangender octopus who roams the cosmos in search of love.
I'm never gonna look at butt plugs the same.
Apparently, ducks are rapists.
I'm really uncomfortable with this conversation.
Till Death Podcast. Brought to you by Till Death Studios and Violent Vibe Tribe.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. I know it's been a minute since we've done an episode, but we'll get into that in a minute, and we'll get into why in a second.
As I cough.
Yeah, exactly. If you hear her cough, she just has
away.
alopecia. So anyways, guys, just want to first remind you before we get into this, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. And make sure you like, share, subscribe. Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Like, share, subscribe on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all the good stuff, and on YouTube or Rumble or wherever you're watching this right now. And pick up some merch, teespring.com/store/tilldeathpodcast. And if you want to buy us a coffee or support us in, little
I like vanilla lattes.
Then we have the little things running at the bottom of the screen right here. So before we get into this, we have been sick. I'm closer to the end of it than I think you are.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's going on.
Round two.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, so if you hear her cough or or sneeze or anything during the episode, she's not dying, just close to it.
I kind of feel like it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I'm drinking my juice. My non-alcoholic juice.
I'm trying to just feel better and get over the fact that I feel like dog shit. But
slurp, slurp.
Yeah, so we were gonna do this episode
a week ago.
Two weekends ago.
Oh, shoot.
We were gonna do this episode 2 weekends ago, but I'm spitting shit everywhere. But as we were turning all the lights on and everything, which we've done for how many fucking episodes, how long have we been running it out of the studio? And no problems at all. And I turned the overhead light on and just everything powered down, and we lost power in the house, and it was just It was a debacle. I was a little pissed off. It was not fun.
I completely forgot that was 2 weeks ago.
I know. And so kind of a blessing in disguise on that one. We were able to figure out that all of our, because we live in a condo and they're fucking idiots and they don't know how to run the power evidently, and they ran everything off of one circuit, which maybe we're wrong and that's the way they always do it, but it just seems stupid.
The electrician said.
You want to turn on our little...
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Sorry. But yeah, so but the electrician that came in and did it was like, yeah, this is stupid. So we got that figured out, and but the blessing in disguise about that, besides just getting new power and new outlets and stuff like that,
yeah,
was
you don't know what you're talking about. Getting new power.
Yeah, exactly. I want to make sure that, because I think that camera looks like it's not recording. So yeah, the blessing in disguise on that one is that is it not oh no, it's recording. I see the red now. Okay. God damn it. It's also like looking into a fucking bright light, so it's like I can't shut up. No, the blessing in disguise on that one was not only the getting the outlets replaced, so we have that all figured out, but also hours after we probably would have finished our podcast, was possibly the most hilarious thing that has happened on TV in ever.
Oh, it was that night.
It was that night.
Okay.
So I'm kind of glad. And since we're a podcast, we're not directly just about marriage, but Till Death podcast. We're, a married couple.
It encompasses a lot.
It does.
We viewed it together.
Exactly. And so I think that us being a podcast of a married couple, I think it's fitting that we speak about one of the most dog shit marriages that's around right now. I mean, I figure that's fitting for us to discuss, because I'm never going to allow you to fuck other people that are half your age, that are
I need your permission?
Friends. Yeah. Shut up. Okay. But anyway, so that happened. Also, there was a lot of...
I'm sorry. This juice is not good on the throat.
Hey, you can have a sip of this if you'd like. Yeah. Clear it out.
It's like tickling my throat.
Okay. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, and also the whole "Don't Say Gay" bill has been, causing Disney some
gay bill.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That, and then also we just finished The Walking Dead part 2 season 11 part 2, the little mid-season
Which I don't
finale.
even know how many people actually watch Walking Dead anymore.
Yeah,
I think
know.
they kind of
if you
lost everybody.
Once we talk about that, you can skip ahead. That's fine, or you can listen in because you like our podcast. That's fine. It's one of our favorite shows, and it's coming to an end. There's only 8 more episodes.
It's like a big deal.
It's a pretty big deal, especially something we've been following it the whole time we've been together, but also since before then, it's been a big show for both of us.
Yeah.
But all right, so first off, if you've lived under a rock, get it? Then you don't know what happened between Chris Rock and Will Smith at the Oscars. It made the Oscars actually relevant again. And it was a mild joke that wasn't, if he wouldn't have made a big deal about it, people would have forgot about it 3 seconds later.
Yeah, but everyone is saying that this was a complete cover-up.
A cover-up for what?
Like other political things that were going on, like with Maxine, the child diddler.
Oh, you mean Ghislaine Maxwell?
Oh, yeah, why was I Max?
I know, there's Maxine Waters, who's a,
Dude,
dumpster
my
fire.
brain is not functioning right now.
Yeah, exactly. So she's a little retarded right now.
There's a lot of conspiracy theories right now on that, or a lot of theories that it actually, they did that on purpose just to get people to watch.
Well, yeah, because there's, the Ghislaine Maxwell trial, she was actually charged for it, and none of her co-conspirators or anything have been arrested. So there's that. There's also So the Oscars, the conspiracy theories also are that the Oscars, since they were sponsored by Pfizer, they have a new alopecia drug that they're going to be pushing.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different elements to this. But
I personally think it was not fake. It was real. There are a bunch of reasons why I think that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to it again, in case you have lived under a rock and you have not seen this yet, we're going to play it and we're going to break it down for you right here. So let me see.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win.
That's a pretty good joke, though. Like,
he is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
she looks annoyed.
Yeah.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow.
That was like a punch slap.
Wow. Yeah, dude.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Get my name out your fucking mouth.
Cuck.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
The lady in the gold dress behind him is like, oh shit.
Yeah, because like
she's like, oh shit, I'm sitting at his table. Or are they in tables or are they just in seats?
I think that's the table right. No, because I think they're at a circle table right there because he's here and then Jada's right over here and then it's
the lady in the gold dress.
Yeah, exactly. The gold is like right.
She's like.
She's
like, no, I don't think this was a joke. Yeah.
Okay, so he says it the second time, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's one thing that I wanted to break down apart this. If you watch what Chris Rock does, you can see the wheels turning in his head because what he says, I think, is, "Oh, I could," and then he doesn't say anything. And what he was about to say, being a comedian, and that Chris Rock
would have been bad.
He said, "I could." Light you up. You know what I mean? Like, I could say some way worse shit about your wife and shoving dicks in her mouth. You know what I mean? Like, we'll just watch his face right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I could.
Yeah.
That was
So he has someone in his ear right now saying, "Don't go there.
Yeah.
Continue on."
It's either someone in his actual ear or it's his own conscience going, I'm going to play this right.
No, I think he has someone in his ear right now saying, like, bro, it's time. It's time to stay professional.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because no one had his back. Even if you watch any of the stuff behind this, no one had his back. No one said nothing to him. Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry and Bradley Cooper all went up to Will Smith to console him. He just got fucking smacked, dude. And no one had his back at all. There were three hosts, right? It was Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and Regina Hall.
I don't know who Regina is.
Regina is the black chick from Scary Movie. Remember? The one who was...
help.
Fuck.
I don't know what character she was.
She was the one who was dating one of the Wayans brothers, like, kind of...
I think I know who she is.
When you see your face, you'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But two of those are comedians.
Yeah.
And neither of those comedians... Well, Amy Schumer's a, fat Miss Piggy, and Wanda Sykes
I just know her for the tampon commercial.
Yeah, she's fucking disgusting. She literally is the twin sister of that chick from the Real Housewives that looks like Miss Piggy. Like,
you just admitted that you know Real Housewives.
Well, them bitches are crazy. It's
OC,
fucking hilarious.
The OG ones.
Yes, they're crazy. But so two of them are comedians. So that's Chris Rock is in their extended family, right? Mm-hmm. Well, that's their profession. So they didn't even have his back to be like, whoa, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, but look who those people are.
Yeah, they're disgusting. Wanda Sykes is not funny at all. She's like, all right.
History of television. Okay.
And the Oscar goes to...
And then his fucking speech, which is despicable.
Will Smith!
That had been so weird and awkward. Like, yeah, fake.
Can you taste other dick? lost a lot of respect for Sam Jackson right there, being like, oh, fucking cool with them and whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta be all schmoozy with all this, you know? We'll say it's a cool stage.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Richard Williams was a fierce defender of his family.
But he wasn't a cuck.
In this time in my life, in this moment, I am overwhelmed by what God is calling on me to do and be in this world. Making this film, I got to protect.
One, you're a Scientologist.
He is.
Yep. Two, don't use God to tell everyone that you fucking assaulted someone live on TV. Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's not. Sorry.
Ingenue Ellis, who is one of the strongest, most delicate people I've ever met. I got to protect Sanaya and Demi, the two actresses that played Venus and Serena. I'm being called on in my life to love people.
He's an actor, being an actor right now.
And to protect
exactly.
people.
You're protecting
and to be a river to my people.
Your own fucking image.
I know to do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you.
You're not taking it too well.
In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay.
He's kind of talking like a whole bunch of randomness, if you really think about it.
But Richard Williams, and what I loved, thank you, D. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful, that's when the devil comes for you.
You let him come. Just like your wife did.
Stop it.
What? She's a whore. Bald-headed whore.
It's like...
BWH? No, wait, never mind.
I want to be a vessel for love. I want to say
I'll be honest with you.
Thank you
I'm
to Venus and Serena. I just spit. I hope they didn't see that on TV.
I don't know what's going on with the Oscars.
I want to say
like,
thank
this
you
is from
to
the
Venus
actual
and Serena and the
Oscars
entire Williams
broadcast. What they're
family
doing
for
right there.
entrusting me with your story.
Because they don't want you to see his
That's
face.
what I want to do. I want to be an ambassador.
Only when they cut to Venus and Serena.
That kind of love and care and concern.
That's a little too much titty. I'm just, that's a lot of titty.
Well, she looks kind of
I wanna
manly, so
apologize
she's
to the
got to show
Academy.
that she
I wanna
actually is a woman
apologize to
by
my
showing some kind of
fellow
womanly features.
nominees.
He's like trying to apologize and like what, but he doesn't apologize to Chris Rock, the one that he fucking hit.
It's just funny
This
because there was the whole
is
Me
a
Too
beautiful
movement,
moment,
Yeah.
and I'm
and yet
not-
he just on national
I'm
live
not
TV assaulted
for winning
somebody.
an
Yeah.
award. It's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to shine
It's
light
okay. He's getting super embarrassed
on
right now.
other
Oh, yeah.
people, Tim and
wanted the shows to
Trevor
stop.
and Zach.
It's just
and
worse right now,
Sanaya and
especially that
Demi
video you showed
and
me
Ingenue
with,
and the entire cast and crew
him saying,
of King Richard
"Don't
and
use
Venus and
social
Serena,
media."
the
Oh,
entire
yeah.
Williams family.
She's like,
She's all, don't.
no,
fucking-
she's like, what's going on right now?
Can I just go back to the tennis court? This shit's crazy.
Art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said.
Yep, you do.
I look like crazy father, just like they said about Richard Williams. But love will
Kind
make
of
you
awkward
do
though
crazy
too, because it's really
things.
about their father.
Ugh.
And she's like, sit your
To my
ass
mother,
down.
So
A lot of
Shut
this
up.
moment is really complicated for me, but to my
she's
mother,
like, you did good. I'm gonna let you watch tonight.
she didn't want to come out. She's had her knitting friends. She has a knitting crew that she's in Philly watching.
Don't bring your mom to this. You don't want to be a part of your fucking bullshit.
Watch it with. Being able to love
Everyone's
and care
like,
for my mother,
this is
my
really
family, my wife.
awkward.
I'm taking up too much time.
Yeah, where's that music coming in?
I know.
Thank you for.
She's
this
so happy with him
honor.
that he fucking did
Thank
that.
you
She's all,
for
I still
this
have you under my
moment.
Bow
thumb.
down.
Thank you
Yep.
on behalf of Richard and
don't
Orsi
know.
and the entire Williams family.
Some kind of Asian
Thank
food
you.
just popped up.
Hope the
Oh, pork
Academy
belly?
invites me back. Thank you.
Okay, so he says that, right? Guess what just happened? So he quit the academy. He resigned from the academy, right? So he's not a part of the academy anymore. They didn't take away his award, which they fucking should have. But they told him that he cannot. Their judgment just came on yesterday, on Friday, after looking into it.
Yeah.
He is not allowed to be a part of the academy for 10 years.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm actually surprised.
They did anything. I
Yeah.
mean, that's not enough. I'm sorry.
No,
he
but
should
I'm
have to take it away.
actually shocked that they
Right?
did anything at all.
All right. So what I will say about all this is go on to if you want more context on the backstory of the whole entanglement bullshit that went on with Jada. I'm only going to play a little edited. It's like a couple minutes that someone edited together and added some little funnies in there. But if you want the full context of that whole situation that happened between Will and Jada when they're talking about it, it's about 12 minutes. Go watch it. I don't want to give them any more eyeballs and any more anything. But if you want to do your own research on it, go watch it. I'm just going to show you something so you can because you didn't really watch any of that.
No, you showed me.
I showed you like a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna watch that right now, and we can laugh about Will Smith being a fucking cuck.
You've been on a hell of a journey with me.
When she had her.
You know, there's people's feelings involved.
Right. Right.
You know,
He looks terrible
it's
there.
healing that needs to happen.
Absolutely. So what happened, Jada?
Okay, so I think it was about 4 years ago. Started a friendship with August. And
Friendship.
we actually became really, really good friends. And it all started
Friends,
with him just needing some help. You know, me wanting to help his health, his mental state.
His
and
penis.
we found all those different resources, you know, to
I kind of feel
help pull him
bad,
through.
like a little bit for him.
And
Oh, yeah.
from there, you know, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
That particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah. I really felt like we could be over. you know?
We were.
Over. And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
Yeah.
And I got into
bitch.
an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Yes. It was a relationship. Absolutely.
Can't say
We
can't
decided
admit
that
it.
we were going to separate for a period of time and you go figure out how to make yourself happy.
I was in a lot of pain and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself. And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. I would
During that time, launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
Husband, now I got to be with you at the press conference while you tell
Or the
world,
Oscars.
About your transgressions.
Well,
Like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
no, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way, but I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all.
Of
Through
course.
that particular journey, I learned so much about myself and was able to really confront a lot of emotional immaturity, emotional insecurity. And I was really able to do some really deep healing. It was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah. Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like the fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle. I don't want to go through this no more.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah. I'm going to get you back first, and then...
You're going to get me back. I think you got me back. I think you're good on that, okay?
Cringy.
Yeah. Like he wants to take her home and feed her up.
Yeah.
And never see
I
her
wish
again.
that wasn't the case. I do. I wish that wasn't the case.
I sure wish it could be all magic and miracles.
Yeah.
Hey, that's probably true.
But and I don't think it's about getting anybody back.
No, for me it is.
Okay. I'll give you that petty. That's what you want.
It's so fake even between them.
I will definitely say it's just part of it.
Yeah.
If you expect to be with somebody for a lifetime.
25 years and counting.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
It's so cringy, dude.
That's terrible.
Well, I mean, it takes two, so I'm sure there's issues that he has as well. It's not like she's the only one.
Well, what's come out since all of this is obviously that's been brought up a lot. Then that video that I showed you yesterday about where she just started recording him.
Yeah, because he basically was saying like his social media
is his bread and butter.
Yeah, it's important to him.
Exactly.
It's part of his.
So don't use me for clout, basically.
Yeah, which I get that.
Well, yeah, because she's a nothing
she
compared to him.
seems like an evil person.
Oh no, she is. There's people out there saying that she's a literal witch and she has him under a spell. Which
I don't know about that.
I mean, it's a little extra, but it's
he-
cold in here. My nipples are hard, sorry.
Here, I'll turn off the AC.
Nipples. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna rub my nipples. I'm trying.
Watch him rub his nipples. I'll turn off the AC.
Damn.
It's not even that cold. It's only 71, or it is 71. Okay, it's off. Stop. I don't know. It's just sad. It's sad because like I love his movies.
Yeah.
I think he's a great actor, and like we've talked about before, it's so hard to take any talent, whether it's music talent or an actor or whomever.
Doing podcasts, doing something.
It's hard to
comedians.
separate out the person and their talent, and then like their own personal beliefs.
Especially with all the woke stuff that's been going on that we've talked about, it's really hard to be like, I like them in a movie, but outside of the movie, they're a complete fucktard.
Yeah, like
You know what
another
I mean?
Smith. We just talked about Kevin Smith.
Exactly.
And so it was just kind of, it's sad. I mean, we're all human and we're all entitled to our own opinion. It's depressing when so many people that you appreciate their talent and look up to them, but then they speak or do something that is so crazy and so against what you believe in that it's hard to want to follow them anymore.
Give them money by giving them giving them your eyeballs,
Yeah.
And it just sucks because agree with everything you said about Will Smith. I've loved it. I used to watch him when I was a kid. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, dude. Like that was one of my favorite fucking shows.
Yeah.
Like the whole that episode when he was talking about like when his dad came back around in the episode, and because he lived with Uncle Phil and all them, right? And because his dad was never around, and when his dad just showed up and like came and talked to him and then just left again, like dude, like that episode when he like breaks down with Uncle Phil, like that got me, like that like made me tear up as a kid. Like it was just so emotional, and his acting and like everything, because that actually happened in his life. Like his actual dad wasn't in his life and all that stuff. I think so. I don't know for sure. Don't fucking come at me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was him being real.
So just using
his real life to portray what was going on. So like it was it was tough, and it was great. It was a great scene, and like. It just all of his acting. Independence Day was amazing. I think me and my dad went to go watch that movie like 4 fucking times in the theaters. Like Independence Day was amazing. I love Men in Black. One of my favorite fucking movies. Wild Wild West was dog shit. But like, but you know, there were so many good
soundtrack
movies.
Was good.
Pursuit of Happiness was an awesome movie.
I never saw that, but
was really good.
I love that.
I Am Legend is amazing.
I Am Legend, thank you.
I Am Legend. Now it's, you know, I Am Cuck. But like it's so sad because and things that have come out is Jada said that she never wanted to get married to Will. The only reason why she got married to Will was because of being pregnant with Jaden. And she said being pregnant with Jaden ruined her life. So not only is she fucking other dudes that are her son's age, it's one of her son's best friends that she, like, it's even on another level of fucked up. Like, okay, so this August Alsina guy is the guy that she was fucking, right? He was a rapper, friends with Jaden, their son, and he was going through drug addiction. So he moved into their house so they could help him get over the drug addiction, right? And so then through that, Jada started fucking him. Okay, switch it. Make it a 40-year-old man and a 20-something-year-old woman that was friends with, like, the dad's daughter's. It was a dad's daughter's friend. Came in because they were vulnerable. They needed to heal from being a drug addicted, and the dad started fucking her. Yeah. Disgusting. Yeah. Absolutely disgusting, vile human being doing that, right? But it's okay for Jada to do it.
Well, they're both Scientologists. Yeah. So that's a whole different weird realm and relationship thing.
But it's a disgusting human to do that.
What if they can't divorce because Scientology, whoever they're... Yeah. The people
are... because Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, they got divorced, but she ain't been in a movie.
Exactly.
So
what if they're threatening? But like, what's Jada even been in?
She was in The Nutty Professor. She was Sherman Klump's girlfriend in the first one. Remember?
No, because I thought that was Halle Berry.
True. Well, then it would have been good on her part. But no, and Dave Chappelle was in that too, which is kind of funny. He was the comedian Reggie up on stage. That was Dave Chappelle.
I only saw the movie once, so I love that movie. Don't really know it that well.
One of my favorites. But
so what if that's also playing into this?
No, and that does make sense, and I understand that too. But it's like I honestly think because back in the day she was like buddy with Tupac for a while, and they like kind of dated, but they didn't. And then so like Jada went from Tupac, who's fucking Tupac. He's like a legit rapper. Not saying that Will Smith hasn't done some crazy things in hip hop, but Tupac was Tupac. Yeah. And then Will Smith is this like goody two shoes rapper, doesn't cuss in his raps, doesn't do all that, and then so she gets with him. Yeah. So I think there's this, and she's just been and I don't know, man. Like I don't agree in any way with what Will Smith did on multiple levels, on the levels of committing physical violence for a fucking joke. Yeah. And also for the way he has let this bitch fucking walk all over him. He's Will fucking Smith. Like he could have anyone anyone in the world that doesn't treat him like dog shit like she does. You know?
I'm sure there's something there. Or you just know how it is. People stay side by side with people, they just stay in toxic relationships. So
exactly. And I mean, I understand that also, but from being in toxic relationships before and then being involved in it and being cheated on and all that, it happened to me. Like, and I'm not saying that I immediately left that person. I tried to work it out and tried to whatever, but when I left, yeah, I was sad and depressed for a little while. But when I finally realized, holy shit, I don't have to deal with that. And I don't have to have that hanging over my head, and I feel like not a piece of shit for dealing with that. I felt so much better. So he just, and I understand it's having kids and the marriage and it's a longer situation. I get that it's more involved, but
yeah, but their kids are grown now.
Their kids are grown and out of the house. Well, probably not, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah. It's less of a stay together for the kid situation, and it's like the only thing that could take away the emasculation that he has gone through because of her actions is by kicking her to the fucking curb. Yeah. And and me and you have said to each other, if either of us steps out of our fucking marriage and does some shit like that, dropped in a second. Yep. Because that's trust, that's breaking vows. That's what we...
Yeah, but who knows, like, how hard it is with celebrities and... Yeah. I'm sure they have, what are those called? Prenups. But.
Yeah, or maybe they don't. I don't know. It's just... It's sad because it's Will Smith and he is a...
But his kids are all funky too.
Yeah,
like Jaden's all weird and
Jaden's a weirdo. And Willow, and they have another one.
Willow.
No, I think they have another son. So maybe it wasn't Jaden that they got pregnant. I don't know, but because there's another son or another sibling. But okay, so I think I might have shown you this before. But okay, so two of the best takes from the internet. Are from Tom Segura.
I can't wait to hear what Tom says about the situation. It seems like he is fiery about this.
I saw when Tom jumped on Twitter instantly, and I was like, yes, he is not going to back down off this one.
Joining us right now is a man who's a future billionaire, we all believe. Incredible businessman, incredible podcast host, unbelievable stand-up comedian, friend of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Segura.
Yeah! What's up, guys?
Where are you at, New York?
I'm in New York. I'm wearing this hat because my alopecia's acting up.
Jesus. Okay, Tom. What Will Smith did, do you feel like was an attack on all comedians and maybe setting a precedent for what you can do, or jokes being not accepted in the right way?
Fuck that cuck. Let me tell you this, man. The idea that you're entitled ass thinks because your feelings are hurt, you get to assault one of the all-time greats. The cowards, the spineless cowards that are in Hollywood, in comedy. We have a list going of these fucking guys. Anybody who did not stand up and say some shit for Chris Rock, we're going to ruin your fucking life. I just want you to know that.
How come? Do you feel like that was an attack on all of comedy there?
It's what it is it's a display of entitlement. It's insane. It's like a gross exaggeration of, you see it all the time. I mean, you see entitlement everywhere, and that was on full display for the world to see. I have fucking zero respect for that bitch, and I feel like more people need to come out and say it. It's unacceptable. I mean, it's look, dude, it's wild that guy is getting away with that, and I just, it's just entitlement. I mean, it reminds me, I used to live in LA, and you'd be like on Beverly or Rodeo, and you see these people in like Bentleys double park or be like in the handicap zone, and then a parking enforcement person would be like, hey, you can't park here. And then the person in the Bentley goes, yeah, there's no spaces. And you're like, yeah, fuckface, that's what happens. Like, go find a place to park. And sometimes the person would get intimidated and be like, okay. And then sometimes they'd be like, I don't give a fuck. Here's your ticket. And that's what Will Smith needs. He needs a big old fucking parking ticket. Okay?
Hell yeah. Is every comedian going to have a take on the Chris Rock, Will Smith in their bit?
Well, probably. I mean, I'll just let you know, if you come on my stage, I'm not saying, we know I can't jump. I'm not saying I can fight, but I'll bite your fucking face off. You're fucked. I will disembowel you in front of your family if you come on my stage. So,
that's awesome.
I would tell you to get tickets, but all my shit's sold out. I make fucking I'm just happy. I'm happy that I get to do it. And I'm just, people in power like that need to be checked. I'll just say that. They need to be checked. You don't get to do that. You're a fucking cow. And there's people who actually have the fucking balls to tell me, they're like, you need to stay out of business as it isn't yours. This is my business. It's my business more than it's your fucking business. So don't you think you can actually give me a lecture on what happens on a stage. There's no excuse for being like, I don't like that joke, therefore I get to assault you. It's not the way it goes, man.
And then the Flagrant 2 podcast. And I can't say much. It's just great. Okay, hold on.
Okay, wait, there is a third one. The oldest is 29.
And what's his name?
Trey.
So I might correct that. It might not have been Jaden that she regrets being pregnant with. It might have been Trey.
Yeah, because he's the oldest.
Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so here.
Born in 92.
Yeah, that sounds right. One of the best takes. So great.
Dusty ball-headed bitches. We're in New York. Bunch of shows this week. They're sold out. It's going to be fun. I got a big surprise for you. If you come to the show, you don't have to laugh. But if you come on stage, I will slap the fucking shit out of you and the bitch you brought. Believe that.
Everyone's like, oh.
I love him. Love him to death. What's up, you dusty, bald-headed bitches? So great. Okay. And then the Flagrant 2 podcast.
Oh, gosh. Him and his chainmail.
He's in the bucket. It's so good.
After the vicious attacks on Chris Rock last night, we think it's only right here at the Flagrant 2 podcast to defend the comic's honor to tell jokes. So here we go. If you didn't see the Oscars, Chris Rock got himself in a hairy situation. He shined a light on female alopecia, while Jada's head shined a light on everything else. Chris was making fun of Jada's baldy, but seriously, how is Will supposed to get turned on if she has a woman's haircut? Now, I'm not saying that he's gay. Wow. He likes women, specifically ones that swim for Penn.
Holy shit.
All I'm saying is last night wasn't the first time Will fondled another man to make Jada happy.
Okay.
And Will's hand that struck Chris Rock was actually a metaphor for his relationship with Jada. Open when he wanted it to be closed. But let's be honest. Last night, Will Smith looked like he was from the streets of Philadelphia, and Jada looked like she was from the movie. Now, after all that drama, Will Smith still took home an Oscar. I'm talking about the award, not a Mexican guy to fuck his wife while he walks in the corner.
You gotta chill there.
Now, to clarify, Will won the Oscar for Best Actor. People were saying it was for the Lifetime Achievement Award, and no, that's not it. That Oscar goes to the plumber that unclogged Jada's shower drain.
Whoa, babe.
Yeah.
I am tired of people not giving Jada enough credit. Okay, it was actually Jada that helped Will get in character for King Richard, because when she gives blowjobs, her head looks like a bouncing tennis ball. Give it up to Will, okay? Give it up to Will Smith. He is the only person to be recognized by the Motion Picture Academy and the Citizen app on the same night. And to everyone saying Will was probably under the influence, no. Okay, he doesn't drink or do drugs. This is the only time he's ever smoked a rock in his life. Now,
So good.
don't feel bad for Chris Rock, okay? He was finally part of a hit white people will watch. Give Chris Rock some damn credit, okay? He took that smack like a champ.
Yeah.
And next year, he's going to be ready, okay? He'll have more bobs and weaves than Jada's wig collection. Now, a lot of people are saying this never happened during Oscars So White. Exactly, okay? The white Oscars are mind-numbingly boring, or as Jada would call it, a relationship with Will. So, I think we can all admit this was shocking, okay? Because if there was gonna be one chick at the Oscars with a hair loss disease that doesn't understand humor, I would assume it'd be Amy Schumer. Anyway, well, let this be a lesson to you. If you want to keep your wife's name out of other people's mouths, make sure to keep your hands off comedians. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant 2. Now let's start the show.
So good. Then that is
the best intro.
Yeah, like that's why. So we gotta up our game, basically, baby.
Oh my
We gotta write some some good jokes at the beginning of our episodes. I thought this intro was good. I thought we had it. We were a little on point.
got through it faster.
Yeah, not just, hey, so, just do this. No, but another point that I wanted to bring up, too, is the alopecia thing. Like, I understand for women, it's probably a little bit worse with the losing your hair thing. Like, I get that. But it's not, like, everyone's trying to make it out like she's suffering from a disease. The bitch don't got cancer.
Okay, I'm going to look up alopecia.
Like, and women want equality, right? Welcome to balding. Men have been balding for fucking decades. So deal with it. Get these jokes. Shut the fuck up.
So alopecia is sudden hair loss that starts with one or more circular bald patches that may overlap. Alopecia, that's weird. Alopecia occurs when the immune system attacks hair follicles and may be brought on by severe stress.
Oh, you mean like putting in weaves continuously to your head?
But it says it resolves within months.
So wait. So if she just takes some shit and stops stressing out, she might be cured from it?
Treatment consists of steroids and self-care.
Oh, no. So they were right. Will Smith can only get turned on by swimmers from Penn because they take steroids.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a big deal.
And another thing, too, she was just saying in the lead up to all this shit that the only thing that she can do about having that disease is laugh about it.
And take prescription strength steroids and rub some cream on your head.
So laugh about it. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, dude? It's just, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I know that it's just a couple fucking actors in Hollywood, but no, man, like, it's like a bigger issue when it comes to the whole comedy thing, because how many people are saying, I'm offended by this, and now people are going to think it's okay to fucking walk up on stage and just do some shit to a comedian.
Well, he can't come back for 10 years, so.
We fucking went to a comedy show. They called me the Taliban for fucking 45 minutes. Did I get up and smack him in the face when I'm Hispanic? No, I laughed at it. And then when it was time open, he asked, oh, hey, where are my Latinos at? And I raised my hand and he looked at me and he went, oh shit, you're a Latino? And I was, yeah. That was it. Like, I didn't care. I didn't make it a fucking big deal.
Yeah.
Like,
you got 3 minutes, by the way.
Got 3 minutes on that? Okay. No, it's just ridiculous that people, that level of entitlement.
Yeah.
That she thought that Chris Rock is just supposed to know that the bitch got alopecia? You think he follows up on your every Instagram post? Fuck you. Yeah. Like, no, you're not the Kardashians. You're not anyone that cares about every little fucking thing. And I'm not saying the Kardashians are whatever, but a lot of people know what goes on with them.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because, everything's out.
Exactly, yeah. Titties, everything, give them blowjobs, whatever. Like, but it just, the audacity to think that everyone just knows what's going on in your fucking life. Now they do. You know what I mean? Like, it's
a ploy. They're trying to get back because nobody really knows what Jada does. I never even
she don't do shit.
Thought about her. So.
She was in I think the most recent thing like of note that she's done was in the TV show Gotham, which is a story about Bruce Wayne as like a kid.
Oh, okay.
Growing up into the thing, and it has like the Penguin, but like his growth into the Penguin, you know what I mean? Like him growing into that role. And so I mean there's some cool things about it. It's it's DC, so I mean they don't do anything right, really. It's another reboot of a story of this instead of just sticking with the same shit for, whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, so it's just a bunch of bullshit. And I hope, to be completely honest, I hope she gets everything that she deserves from this, because the way that she has not only treated her husband and having an open marriage, I'm sorry, have your opinions, it don't work. Like, the whole point of a marriage is you are giving yourself to that other person. That is the whole point of it. And how the fuck can you handle more than one person? I love you,
she doesn't have work, so.
Yeah, exactly. All she does is talk shit around a fucking stupid red table. Around a stupid red table on Facebook, like with her mom. You know what I mean? Like, who cares?
Yeah.
And so it's just, I can understand how some people would say it was fake and just for some whatever, if that video wasn't so, like, you could see Chris Rock's face. He was just like, what the fuck just happened? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's disgusting, and I hope she gets more than alopecia.
Well, maybe she'll get an STD.
Well, probably. All right, so we're gonna go to an ad read real quick, and we'll come back. We'll talk about some genders.
The two,
and then the ones that the idiots, like. Being comfortable with violence is a must nowadays. Whether it's in a parking lot, a store, at school, church, Kenosha, car lot.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. If you're faced with
4,
violence...
5, 6.
Wow, Offspring.
Yeah.
That's the loudest concert I've ever been to, actually.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of...
Ixnay the Ombre, favorite album. Okay, go ahead.
Pretty fly for a half white guy. If you're faced with violence, be calm, be confident, and be comfortable. From the mat to the field, in comfort, there is confidence. Have both with Violent Vibe Tribe. We got to figure out this little ad read a little bit. Got to work it around. But basically, you got to have that violent vibe about you. It doesn't mean be violent towards people. You just know that you always got to
be prepared.
Be prepared. Keep on your toes.
Be like Rittenhouse.
Keep your eyes peeled. I never got that. Terms
peeled.
This is like onions.
Open.
Oh yeah, but is that peeled? It's not like you're not peeled back, I guess. I don't know. Basically, just always know your surroundings. Always know what's going on, because especially nowadays with all the stuff going on, there's shit can pop off, man, and shit can get crazy, and you could find yourself at a Travis Scott concert. Or hanging out with Alec Baldwin. But anyways, go check out violentvibetribe.com and use the promo code TD20 for 20% off your entire order. And Till Death Studios and Violent Vibe Tribe are going to be doing a sweet collab on a little sticker pack. So stay tuned on all that, and I'll definitely be finger blasting the...
I'm going with guns.
Damn it.
You're a little slow over there.
Dwight, you ignorant slut.
Yeah, but make sure you check out all that, and we're gonna be doing that sticker pack, and so check out all the social medias for all that info. And speaking of social medias, at violent_vibe_tribe. To go like and share and subscribe and follow them and diddle them, all the things. But yeah, go check them out. Again, Violent Vibe Tribe. Make sure you keep your eyes peeled.
Try to relax your anus.
Be a banana.
Do you remember that video?
No.
Oh, I have so many good things to share. Yeah, so go check it out. And and Nick Wright also is the owner of the company. So, and he's been on our podcast a couple times. So go check out one of the episodes. Later. Okay, so make sure you check out Violent Vibe Tribe and get you some cool merch. Check out Nick Wright and maybe any of the episodes he's been on. They're pretty funny, I think. How you feeling over there?
Ugh, the cold's getting to me.
Feel like death? Okay. So, we are going to talk about... I've been wanting to do this for a while, but there are so many...
What the fuck, dude?
Did you put 26 seconds?
No, it has a timer for 25, 14, 13, 12.
That's weird. Okay. Got a little timer because our cameras like to, go out at like 29 minutes. Okay. So, but anyways, okay. So we've been wanting to do this for a little while because there are so many genders that you gotta go over them, and you gotta know what everyone's talking about.
I just don't want to acknowledge it anymore.
I know, right? Okay. Wait. This is A to D.
If people actually just spent time, working instead of creating new gender names, then the world would be a better place.
Okay. So AFAB, acronym meaning assigned female at birth. So a woman. Agender, someone who doesn't identify with the idea or experience of having a gender.
Isn't that what non-binary is?
Yeah. Okay. That's one thing that I will say before getting into all this. There are so many of these, because I've read through a couple of them, that are just, it's like a rehash of the
I'm just going to make up my own terms.
Okay. What's yours?
Man, woman. Pick one.
Man, woman?
No, man or woman.
Yeah, okay, exactly. What we've been doing for years.
I'm not calling people anything else.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Okay, Alia gender?
So you're an alligator.
That's what I immediately thought too.
No, I know it. You support and you're friends of a person that can't figure out what they are.
What's like an alias gender?
Yeah.
Like, who was that? That TV show? A non-binary gender identity that doesn't fit into existing gender schemes or constructs.
So basically all these people are like schizophrenic versions of non-gendered people.
They're all Moon Knight. So androgyne, someone who has a gender presentation or identity that's gender neutral, androgynous, or has both masculine and feminine characteristics. So David Bowie, is that?
I've decided on job applications, since we don't ask male, female, or Mr., Miss, all that stuff anymore, it's just going to say the check mark's going to be vagina or penis.
You have a peen or a veen? A pora gender, both an umbrella term and non-binary gender identity describing the experience of having a specific gender that's different from man, woman, or any combination of the two. What? What the fuck does any of this mean?
I think people are just
bored.
This is just proof that so many prescription medicines that moms took when they were pregnant with their kids, basically the drugs that said do not take it pregnant.
Like crack baby? That's what happened. Okay. So you're saying that all of the LGBT LMNOPs are all crack babies?
Or a version of it. It's like if moms took, I don't know, what would have been a drug?
Adderall, you're non-binary. Vicodin, you're all...
Or this is if like you like, what do you call it when like you sniff?
You like huff?
The can't. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Like that's what it is. That's where LMNOPs come from.
So bigender is it describes someone who identifies with two distinct genders. Bigender, doesn't this interfere with non-binary? Because that means that there's more than just the binary, right? A bigender indicates the number of gender identities someone has. It doesn't indicate which gender someone identifies with or level of identification they have with a particular gender, such as 50% male, 50% demi-girl.
But I want to know, like, why somebody feels that they don't want to either be female or male. Like, why are you trying to identify as a dining room table or whatever? Like, why do you need to identify as something else?
Someone said I identify as demon. Referred to me. My pronouns are demon and demon self. I'm not kidding you.
Well, they obviously have a mental condition.
Exactly. Body dysphoria. Body dysphoria is different from body dysmorphic disorder. It refers to a specific type of gender dysphoria that manifests as distress or discomfort with aspects of the body. What?
So a man is upset that he has a swinging dick.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it gets in the way, but it's okay. When it's cold, it's fine because it crawls up. Boy, B-O-I, by the way, not B-O-Y. Gender.
Boy.
Yeah. This is the Flavor Flav gender.
Yeah.
A term primarily used in the LGBTQ LMNOP communities of color that typically describes someone who has a presentation, sexuality, or gender that's considered boyish. Okay, so this is only used.
So a tomboy, but in the black community.
Exactly. Or, other colors other than
So
white,
maybe we spelled it wrong. Maybe it's Tomboi.
Yeah.
This whole time.
Exactly. So
all girls growing up that were tomboyish.
So Missy Elliott
is a tomboy.
Is a boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Butch.
And maybe when she goes boy in her, that's what she's referring to.
So butch, which that term has been around forever.
Yeah.
Butch is just a more masculine presenting lesbian, right?
Yeah.
That's what I know it as.
Yeah.
Okay. Primarily used in the LGBTQIA plus.
Just call it the alphabet.
Okay. Communities. This term typically describes someone with a presentation, sexuality, or gender that's considered masculine. Hey, we got one!
Yeah, we won! What did we get? What did we win?
Okay, so cisgender. Well, actually, talking about the butch, we were watching, what is that dumb movie you just had to watch this morning? What is it called?
Catch and Release.
There we go, Catch and Release. But Kevin Smith, that's what we were talking about, Kevin Smith earlier. Kevin Smith said, were you the bitch or the butch?
Yeah.
Talking about what Jennifer Garner
lesbians
made it, which is a weird term for fucking someone, made it with a woman. And his response was, were you the bitch or the butch? And I'm sorry, absolutely hilarious. So cisgender, a term used to describe people who exclusively identify with the sex and gender they were assigned at birth. I don't understand why that's cis.
So basically,
that's us.
I'm a female.
You're a cisgender female.
I'm a female.
Yes.
Alone.
Yes. So cishet is cisgender and heterosexual. So we are cishet. Or cis shit. I don't know. Cishet. Kishit. Cisnormativity. We're in the C's, by the way.
Oh God, can we just skip?
I'm
'Cause this
skipping
is
through a couple of
really. Let's just go through the cisses.
Let
We
me
don't
see.
need those.
Okay. So dyadic. That sounds stupid, so let's read it. This describes people who have sex characteristics such as chromosomes, hormones, internal organs, or anatomy that can be easily categorized into the binary sex framework of male or female. Dyadic conveys information about someone's sex characteristics, but doesn't include anything about their gender. What? So now you're conflating sex and gender.
I don't know.
I'm so confused. Feminine of center. Feminine presenting? Femme? Like, is this not... Okay, female to male. I get that. That's the actual trans, right?
Yeah.
That's transitioning from a female to a male. Okay. Gender apathetic. This term describes someone who doesn't strongly identify with any gender or with any gender labels.
They just,
Yeah, I don't know what I am. Gender dysphoria. Oh, you mean what all of them have? This is both a medical diagnosis and an informal term used to communicate challenging feelings or distress people experience in relation to gender. The medical diagnosis of gender dysphoria refers to a conflict between someone's assigned sex as male, female, or intersex and their gender identity. When used informally, gender dysphoria describes interactions, assumptions, physical traits, or body parts that don't feel affirming or inclusive of someone's expressed or experienced gender. So gender dysphoria, that is what was in medical textbooks for decades.
Yeah.
About trans, right? So that's the most on point. Okay, so we're gonna go through.
Yeah, we gotta skip the gender neutral, gender, all that.
Yeah. Okay. So gender roles. Gender fuck. That sounds interesting. Gender fuck. Similar to the term gender bender.
Oh my God.
What was gender bender? Did we pass that one? Because that sounds funny. Oh, they don't even have it. Okay. Well, why are you putting fucking terms that you didn't cover before? Show your work, dickhole. Where's gender fuck? Gender fuck, there we go. Similar to the term gender bender, this term involves the act of combating or dismantling the gender binary and stereotypes through a gender identity, expression, or presentation that challenges existing norms and expectations in a given cultural context. Oh, gender fuck. So it's like a clusterfuck. Like that's the way that's the way I understand
and
it.
Gender queer?
Gender queer, this non-binary gender identity and term describes someone with a gender that can't be categorized as exclusively man or woman or exclusively masculine or feminine. So they just don't know what the fuck they are.
Oh God. A gray gender? A gender void. It sounds like a band name.
Yeah, or something in Star Trek. Gray gender, a gender term that describes someone who experiences ambivalence about gender identity or expression and doesn't fully identify with a binary gender that's exclusively man or woman. What?
I'm so confused with all of this.
Intersex. Okay, intersex is something that is an actual legitimate... not saying everyone, whatever, however you identify, I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying some of it sounds a little ridiculous. But intersex is actually a medical term.
All this is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Well, there's male, female, and intersex because some people are actually born with both male and female parts.
Can you imagine? That would suck.
Oh, like if you had
Be like, hey, you have a boy girl. Boy.
Is that a dick or a huge clit? You're only 0 days old. How do you have a huge clit? How do you circumcise that?
And then parents would have to make a decision right then and there. That was in one of my classes in college. I did.
They have like a uterus and testicles. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, it was, and I can't remember what class it was. It was just like a elective that I thought sounded interesting, and it was something to do. It was like the first time that I'd really heard of anything gender studies kind of thing. So it just sounded interesting. So everyone was in there because like, cool, we can get an easy grade on this.
Yeah.
And we watched a movie, and it was literally about parents that had to make a decision on which gender to assign their baby because they had to make a selection
because of the intersex
and then raise them that way.
Ugh.
And they said they literally didn't know. They literally had to flip a coin. Because they could have been either.
Okay, imagine.
And so they raised the baby as a girl.
Okay,
because
imagine
she had
hooking up-
internal organs. So they got rid of.
They cut his dick off.
Balls and that because they said that she already had the internal. So it would have been more invasive surgery to get rid of that.
To like pull it from the outside and then
do
the
whatever
inside.
they do. I don't know.
And then imagine if later they wanted to be a boy and they're like,
that's what happened.
So we cut your dick off.
No, that's what happened. So that's what the whole movie was about. It was like a it kind of reminded me of like Unsolved Mysteries, how they did the show.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Okay.
And yeah, it was crazy though, because I guess they said that because this baby had both hormones, like both of them, they thought that by getting rid of the male parts, the baby would have more female hormones, but it worked out the opposite. And then she ended up
being Rosie O'Donnell,
wanting to be male. And then they had to tell her, well, you kind of were born with all of that and we took it away from you.
Okay, imagine when you're younger and when we were both single. Imagine hooking up with someone and then you go home and they have both going on.
Ugh, that's a bye.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's just so weird. Like, I couldn't do that.
No, I would literally be like, ah! And out.
Yeah, but like, okay, it's, I think it's a lot different for the girl on girl to guy on guy. I'm sorry, doesn't matter what it is. It's just a lot different. It would be easier for you because you're expecting a penis. Like, that's just a part of if you're gonna hook up with a dude, you're expecting a penis and
but what
balls.
if there was a vagina behind that penis?
But like underneath, then you don't really have to pay attention to it. I'm just saying.
But it would be an immediate, like, you've got an issue.
Well, because the way I think of it is like, so here's the penis and here's the balls, and then the vagina is just right underneath it, right? So you can just.
Ew, no.
I'm just saying you can not see it. But
I mean,
for
it'll
a guy,
stay hidden.
It's hidden
like,
behind
he
the
has
balls.
extra large man titties, but
Exactly, like it's just hidden behind the balls. You can. It's like a cave with a little rock on the top of it, so you can kind of like get. But I'm expecting just a vagina. I can't see past the cock. Like that's. You see what I mean? Like it's a little bit different.
I mean, like if that rolls out, then yeah. I
You're
mean,
like, hey,
it's presenting.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so
would you go Lorena Bobbitt on him?
Yeah, exactly.
No. There's a snake in here.
What is it? Fucking like a chick with his head cut off? Like, oh my god. Okay, multi-gender. I don't want to get into that. Pangender, a non-binary Peter Pan?
Pangender octopus who roams the galaxies in search of love.
Exactly. A non-binary gender identity that describes people who experience all or many gender identities on the gender spectrum simultaneously or over time, similar to omnigender.
While riding a unicorn.
So that...
If you add while riding a unicorn
the
on
unicorn's
all
head.
of these.
Just sitting on the unicorn's face. Okay, so that means that at any point, they can just change. In the middle of a conversation.
I'm a girl. A man.
Yeah, there's literally been a conversation, I've heard, where like someone's interviewing someone that's pangender and they switch. And it's just like, what the fuck, dude?
Be like, yeah, I don't think you'll be a good fit for this organization, so
yeah.
I'm sorry, but
that's
we're not
sexist. I'm a female. Well, no.
We don't think you're mentally stable to handle this job.
Okay. There's soft butch. Both a gender identity and term used to describe the non-conforming gender expression of someone who has some masculine or butch traits, but doesn't fully fit the stereotypes associated with masculine or butch cisgender lesbians.
You're just you're like a Twinkie.
Yeah, exactly. You're like the soft baked cookies.
But she has a Twinkie because it's like a soft penis. It's a soft peen.
And it's filled with cream. Both a stone butch. Both a gender identity and term used to describe the non-conforming gender expression of someone who embodies traits associated with feminine butchness or stereotypes associated with traditional masculinity. There's so many that are...
I know. I mean, I know that term, so it was on there. Fantastic.
Trans special. Two-spirit. This umbrella term was created by Native American communities to bring traditional indigenous understandings of gender and sexuality into Western and contemporary Native education and literature. Each First Nation tribe, because that's Native Americans now, it's First Nation, because we changed the meanings of everything just to, fuck with everything in our history. Has its own understanding and meaning of what it means to be two-spirit. So this term can have many definitions because we can't define anything nowadays. Two-spirit generally refers to a gender role believed to be a common, acknowledged, accepted, and praised gender classification among most First Nation communities dating back centuries. What does it mean?
So this means that when they're around the fire pit, doing their spiritual dances and such, they take their talking stick and they beat the shit out of your second spirit so it goes away.
Or
and
like
you're back.
the spirit like comes out of a dick.
And
like,
you're back to your single spirit. Or actually, it could also mean, 2 alcohols.
2 spirits. See, that's what it is. So the bottom line that this website wants us to know about gender.
Especially with that.
Ooh, you're a ginger and a gender. Ginger. That's probably
That
should be one.
a
That
title.
should be one.
Yeah.
So the bottom line, it's amazing that gender, something many people thought was a simple concept, it is actually so personal, nuanced, and complex. For that reason, it's totally okay if this list is a lot to digest. Probably like most of the penises. Just remember, gender is an essential part of health and well-being for everyone. Becoming familiar with language that helps you to talk about this part of identity and society is a great way to care for yourself and be an ally to others. I'm not trying to be an ally. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Like, I think
y'all are fucking
what
weird.
they're crossing the line on here is there are 2 genders. You're either male or you're female, because it has to do with your sexual organs, your hormones. That's all gender is. Now, if you want to express yourself, like someone can express themselves and say, I'm an introvert, I'm an extrovert, I'm a this, I'm a that. That, to me, is what all that is.
Yeah.
You express yourself however you want. You dress however you want.
Yeah.
You can change your name. You can tell people, today for this hour, I am associating with blah, blah, blah. Cool. Do you. But don't bring this in to the scientific community and start saying that there's more than 2 genders.
Which is the whole... There's the whole discussion about the Leah Thomas thing, the swimmer that won the.
And I love that all the female athletes are like, no.
Oh, fuck you, because
the actual female athletes.
Yeah, exactly. The real
card carrying female athletes.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have a card?
I do actually. I was issued it right at birth.
Oh, I didn't get a
when
mail.
like, oh, vagina, here you go. Here's your card.
I didn't get a penis pass.
Oh.
Yeah.
What would mine be called? Penis pass.
Vagina validation. No. So a vag valid. A valid vag?
It is a valid vag.
It is. It's validated. I can attest.
It's a certified cunt.
You got your cunt certification? You are cunt certified.
It's like it's like one step below an AA degree.
Okay, so with the Leah Thomas stuff, it's like you guys, and when I say you guys, I mean the elemental piece. You started with gender is an identity. Gender is not is different from sex, right? That's what the whole thing that we've come to understand that you guys have tried to tell
Then
us,
don't
right?
say it's gender.
No, but gender is
Because they're saying gender is not having to do with sex.
So gender and sex are different. So gender can be what you identify. Gender is a social construct. It's an identity. It's all that, right? That's what I'm just going off of what they're saying. Now, and sex is different because sex is what you're assigned at birth,
sex
right?
is either male or female,
Exactly.
but then gender is
what you identify
whatever the hell
as.
you want to be.
Exactly. You attack helicopter, loaf of bread, like whatever.
Okay.
I can understand that to a point.
I can understand that.
But when you're talking about sports, when you're talking about breaking records and doing all this and trying to compete against, then it's biology. It is set. Then it's sex.
So if we're going to be consistent with that, that's fine. Identify that there are 2 sexes that exist.
Exactly.
Male,
or
female.
there's at least different divisions because, and you play, I think golf is a little bit different of a thing, but when it comes to tennis or basketball or like baseball, which there's baseball and softball, like
what are you saying about golf?
I'm saying golf is a little bit different of a sport where I mean, yeah, there's the power differences between male, man and woman, or male and female, since we're saying biologically. Like, I think there is a difference in power.
I can only
and in
drive
distance.
260 yards, but
Exactly.
yet
A
the
man
guy
could
can
do-
drive 300 or more. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's a little bit less of a difference, I would say, because it's more. There's only certain power in like the drive or maybe the fairway game or stuff like that.
Whereas
But
if we're talking about the most, let's use the most obvious example here.
Yeah.
Let's look at like CrossFit Games or
Yeah,
something like that, where
exactly.
it's like pure strength is
Yeah.
what you're going off
or
of.
or basketball or wrestling or certain like more physical sports.
Yeah.
Then it becomes. Then there's a big difference because it's bone density, it's strength, it's lung capacity,
And if we're not talking about like you're not taking any kind of things like steroids to alter your strength and abilities. And I'm not saying that, there's flukes, like there's some women that are like insanely strong, and let's say they're like what they call natural athletes, like they don't take any kind of artificial
anything.
They take vitamins, but they don't take like steroids and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But yet they're freaking
or HGH or any of that stuff.
anything, any actual like altering substance, and they're just fucking strong. I mean, okay, that doesn't happen with every woman though. It's just not naturally
Not
found.
every woman is Ronda Rousey. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
basically.
So, I fully support, like, you do you.
Yeah.
But I don't support the inequality when it comes to sports and such.
Trans women competing
Not
with
at all.
women. Like Ronda Rousey would beat the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
But if I trained as much as she did, and if I did as much as she did, I could hold her down with one fucking hand.
Well, so the question that I have, and it is a real question that whoever is in charge of, the sports rules that has to really consider, because it gets into the scientific realm, is because I was kind of reading more on the whole the swimmer thing.
Yeah.
And apparently in the initial I don't even know what the terminology is. Basically, the first thing you have to pass for them to say yes.
I think it's testosterone levels and all that. Yeah.
In order for you to be able to compete, like 6 weeks out or whatever they do
How
where
small
are
are your balls shrunk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Do you
weren't
tuck them?
So apparently they were considered shriveled enough at that
Yeah.
point because they were, or it whatever
Grapes to raisins.
whatever. What's the name of the swimmer?
Leah Thomas.
Leah. Whatever Leah was supposed to be at, whatever level to be able to compete with females, met that, I don't even know what to call it. The swimmer met the level they needed to be at in order to compete. But then I guess, so maybe I'm mixing up two stories. I seem to remember them saying like all of a sudden there was some kind of disqualification. And it might have been another transgender in sports recently. So I'm just curious how they determine like the normal level for a female, like, I mean, because women have testosterone too. We have a very small amount of it, and it's keeping that balance because
And just like men have estrogen, like there's
we all have it, and it's all about maintaining the proper levels.
Yeah.
Like you want to have testosterone because it helps with muscle development and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's that fine balance. So like whatever the normal balances of hormones for a female, it's like can you really define that? And if so, is that what they're applying to transgender in order to figure out if they are competing equally? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what if a transgender is at that level? What if the levels are literally like you have swimmer A who's born a female, still a female, and then you have a transgender that's transitioned over to a female. So if biologically the levels of hormones are the same, are we considering them equal competition? Now, questions that come up, and I heard another swimmer bring kind of say this in a post. She said, a person that is born a male will always have the strength of a male.
Yeah.
And that will never go away. But I'm like, is that accurate? You know what I mean? So I mean, I question that. I'm fine if they're able to make it a fair competition. But can they? I think it's going to take some time to ascertain if that will ever be the case.
No, because so I just looked up. It says NCAA creates new sport-by-sport guidelines for transgender athletes. Let me see. Let me get through the 8 fucking paragraphs before they get to actually what they're talking about. Approximately 80% of U.S. Olympians are either current or former college athletes. This policy alignment provides consistency and further strengthens the relationship between college sports and the U.S. Olympics. The NCAA policy is effective immediately, beginning with the 2022 Winter Championships. NCAA rules on transgender athletes returned to the forefront when Penn swimmer Leah Thomas started smashing records this year. She was on the men's team her first 3 years, but she is competing for the women's this season after transitioning. Yeah, and what I heard is that she was like 400th or something like that, like over all of the male athletes, and then first. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds like it's like a fresher transition. So do they have to transition and like be receiving the female hormones for so long until it finally, you know what I mean? Like 2 years, 4 years, like when?
It says the Board of Governors is suggesting NCAA divisions allow for additional eligibility if a transgender student athlete loses eligibility based on the policy change. That flexibility is provided they meet the NCAA's new guidelines. It doesn't say what the fucking guidelines are. So that was worthless to just read that. And then it says the current trans guidelines are creating confusion. Makes sense?
Well, it makes sense. Everything around the trans, ABCDs.
It's like the whole thing about that whole issue, and then we'll wrap this up because we have a couple other things to talk about. Okay, so the whole thing with this is, like we said in the last episode that we were talking about this, it's confusing, and I'd like answers. But then when asking questions and trying to get information on it, it's either, it's just creating confusion, and then that's where it's left, or you're a transphobe. It's like, dude, like, I don't care anymore.
What I'm against is not the right for people to choose how they want to represent themselves. I'm against people who are just assholes as humans.
Yeah.
And I feel like
I don't care who the fuck you are.
Yeah. So many people in that respect, I'm an equal
opportunity offender.
Yeah. Because I feel like people just automatically assume that by stating questions that you're against them.
Yeah.
Or have hatred towards them. And it's just like this whole Black Lives Matter thing where we're trying to create get rid of the split between black and white and everyone else, and try to bring forth equality. But in doing this whole Black Lives Matter thing, it's made more people feel like they're now leaning towards being racist because of everything that they did wrong. And it's kind of the same way with all this transgender, multigender, whatever thing, because State Puff Marshmallow Man on that we talked about last time.
Trans biscuits.
Yeah. Marshmallow Man.
Who was 17, by the way.
Gross.
It's just sad.
It's just crazy because I feel like they're all nuts. Or lacking of.
It's just, it sucks because it's like, it's something that, being a human being, you have enough empathy, but that you only have so much before you're like, fuck you, dude. I don't care. I don't give any fucks if that's how you're gonna act.
No, because everyone, like, the funniest thing is when I was talking to my boss and she was telling me that her daughter is gay.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I have no issue with that. We support her, whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, but her daughter is the one that has issues with this whole forefront of the LGBT community, because she said it's actually annoying of everything that they're trying to do right now, trying to promote almost like they're better than everybody else, or, you know, trying to kind of change up. They said like white straight people always had the floor, and now it's everyone else's turn. It's kind of how I feel that they're kind of gearing this fight for. Yeah. And, you know, hearing from a gay individual saying, this is ridiculous. Like, this is how overboard people are going with this. And obviously for the almighty dollar, then you have a lot of places like Disneyland that don't really give a fuck about that community. They're just there because they find money in everything.
And they're scared.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the times the people that put the fucking pronouns in their bios on their social media or whatever.
That now.
Exactly. And it's because they're scared that if someone catches them slipping, you know what I mean? And catches them without their pronouns in their bio and be like, what, are you transphobic? No, man, I just don't care. It's not my thing. I'm cishet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're
like,
a shithead?
Yeah, I'm a fucking shithead. You know what I mean? Like, it just gets to a point where it's like, dude, it's just nonsense. It's not what we're supposed to be focusing on. Focus on being a good fucking human.
Yeah. And being in the HR realm, it's really annoying that, and I'm really thankful that I'm not in a workspace that is pushing that. We're not pushing that dialogue. We're not forcing people to attend. Like we all took a class online about, it just kind of fell into our normal every other year training on discrimination, harassment. So it was like a small blurb of what was it? Like bias towards people.
Yeah. Unconscious bias.
That.
Yeah.
We had a small blurb about that. That's been around for a minute though in our trainings. But other than that, we are not pushing that agenda at my work. We're not forcing people to do any of that.
Of being an asshole. If you are an asshole, I will respond in kind. It's the whole golden rule thing, just like you said last time. If you're a dick to me, I'm going to be a dick to you, whether you have one, don't, are trying to grow one, or just cut one off. Like, I don't care. Like, if you're an asshole to me, then I'm going to be an asshole to you. Like, period.
Yep.
And that doesn't mean that I'm not going to try and not be that way. Because, like, yeah, if you're immediately an asshole back, then, yeah, it's not going to teach them anything. If you try, and if you're a human being and you try and be like, hey, man, like, they might be going through some shit, like, whatever, like, I'm gonna try and maybe hold my tongue and be patient and maybe they'll see that by me being a nice person to them, they'll see, oh, maybe I was an asshole, like, they're being good to me, you know, whatever. Maybe they'll learn from it. But 9 times out of 10 with the fucking society that we have right now, that's not going to happen. And that sucks to admit, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And it sucks. So I'm kind of over talking about all this bullshit right now because it just fires me up and makes me mad.
Couldn't tell.
Yeah, shut up. So everyone just
try to relax your anus.
Our neighbor didn't like that.
Well, fuck that bitch. All right, so we're gonna take a little break for you to go buy some merch.
Hey guys, we here at Till Death Podcast realize that with everything opening up, you might need some new clothes to show off in public. It's scary, I know. But you can rest assured that we've got your back. We have high quality merch and fair prices so you can support your new favorite podcast without breaking the bank. We have a bunch of items to choose from, like this shirt, which is my personal favorite. Oh, it's upside down. See, we got this. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Or, also, this one for the ladies. For my lady, and punch myself in the balls. There we go, it's our old paint splat shirt. We also have tanks, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, yoga pants, beach towels, and even fanny packs. Like this one right here. So just head over to teespring.com/stores and use the promo code NOMOREMASK and you'll get 15% off your entire order. That's No More Mask for 15% off. So what are you waiting for? Just do it! Just do it! Go get one. They're awesome. Also, head over to solo.to/tilldeathpodcast for all things Till Death and how to stay up to date with all of our content. Babe, thought laundry was your job.
Get all this merch out of my house.
See what I mean?
So, one question that I have been seeing all over the internet is it's gone viral, I guess, on TikTok, which it could mean that it's just retarded, but are there more doors or wheels in the world?
And when you say wheels, are we talking about like wheels?
See
like
why it's an interesting question?
tires?
Right?
Oh, I'm gonna say wheels.
You think wheels? Mm-hmm. Okay. What about car doors? Okay, if you just take a car, there's the 4 doors in the car plus the trunk, because that's technically a door. The glove compartment, that's the door too. What about cabinets in a house? Those are doors.
No.
Yeah, those are doors.
Those doors.
But
doors are cabinet. I mean, doors are not cabinets.
Cabinet doors.
Don't be a Dan and try to do the whole is a hot dog a sandwich
A hot
thing.
dog is not a sandwich, Dan. You're wrong.
So
But
you're
No.
applying his logic.
No.
You're applying his logic.
I am not applying his logic.
So
I'm
what is your
saying-
definition of a door?
Okay, yeah, a
Okay,
wheel.
fine. Hold on. We're going to look this up right now. We're going to stop this madness because, no, you're going down the hot dog as a hamburger.
No. Okay, people are saying that there's more wheels than doors.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I think you're wrong. I think you're completely wrong.
Well, I'm going to shut you down in a minute here. Okay.
There's wheels on a garment rack.
Okay, this is why...
A makeup storage holder.
Oh, damn it.
A rubbish bin.
Oh, man.
Yeah, what? What'd you just look up? Read it. Read it. Read it.
Damn it. I was going to be all excited and then... Definition of a door. A hinged, sliding, or revolving barrier at the entrance to a building, room, or vehicle.
Okay.
Or in the framework of a cupboard.
Yep. Cabinet door. It's in the name. Just because we shorten it. Oh, hey, you guys, you just realized that I got to silence my wife for once.
You're going to get bitch slapped later. Calling over Will Smith.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Oh, yeah, okay, real quick on that whole thing. There's one more.
The trunk is not considered or counted as a door by definition.
Why? It has a hinge, it has a latch.
I don't know. It falls out. It says it is not.
Okay, well, I agree with everything else about that article besides that, but okay.
Drawers are not considered doors.
But they have wheels on them.
So those would be a wheel.
If they're wheels, they're doors. If we're counting those wheels as wheels, then we're counting that as a door.
That's not a door. They said a door cannot be attached to like a.
Oh, because it doesn't have a hinge. I get
structure.
I get that.
those are still wheels of sorts.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm saying doors. Straight up. Okay.
Wheels.
Everyone here, comment below. Doors or wheels? I think doors.
Because you almost think like you're kind of.
How many wheels do we have in this house? Do we have 8 on our car?
8 with the cars and then a steering wheel on both. So 10.
Okay, so 10.
And then each rolling out drawer has little wheels in it.
So 1, 2 in that bathroom. So there's 4 there, right? So there's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 10. So 24. No in the downstairs bathroom. We got
then all in the kitchen.
6. So there's 12. So 36. So there's 36 in here, right? How many doors?
And then are there any other wheels
4,
though?
5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay.
See? I'm going with wheels. I'm sticking
13,
with my first
14.
response.
There's 14 doors. 14 doors, not counting any of the bathrooms. 15, 16, 17, 18. So these wouldn't be doors, right? The 19, the closet.
I don't know. Those
Sliding doors.
Do you think those would be?
Sliding doors.
But they don't exist because they're not up.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's 20. I mean, getting closer. Right?
But there's other wheels outside of the house, though. You know, besides distinct wheels, like wheels on a vehicle, wheels go round and round, wheels of cheese.
I'm gonna say doors.
Wheels of cheese.
True.
There's lots of cheese.
There is lots of cheese.
Cheese.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait. I'm gonna say doors. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say doors.
In my nature, I'm gonna go against you
You're
and
gonna
say
go
the
wheels,
opposite.
of course, because you have to. Okay. So all right. So like I said, comment down below. Let us know whether or not you think it's doors or wheels. If you are mental case, then you'll think it's wheels. If you are, smart.
Don't put me in the hot dog as a hamburger or whatever thing it was. Hot dog is a.
If you like to put hot dogs in hamburgers, then it's wheels. If you are smart, then it's doors. So all right, and so the last thing that we were gonna talk about, I think. Let me see. Let me check my notes here real quick. Okay. Do you want to talk about Walking Dead right now?
Going?
Huh? Yeah, that one's going. See the little red dot?
Okay.
Top right, red dot. Yeah, I know. It's hard to look.
Battery's blinking or something. Something's blinking.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay. So let's talk about The Walking Dead next one.
Yeah.
Because we've been going for a while. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So anyways, guys, thank you very much for sticking around for our ridiculously on point conversation about Jada Pinkett and how she is a toxic cunt. And hey, you said cunt first. I'm just saying.
In describing my certification.
Oh yeah. So she is for sure cunt certified. She has like the gold standard. Like, see you next Tuesday. And then sticking around for our I personally think hilarious gender conversation. If you want more of those, then click subscribe and go watch the other conversations that we have had for the last little bit. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all
MySpace.
those. See, we're not on Friendster either. But go subscribe, follow, share, do all that. Also, if YouTube is not your content creation video site of choice, we're on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey right now. Go check out our merch, teespring.com/stores/tilldeathpodcast. Use the promo code No More Mask, No More Biden. There's a couple of them on there.
FJB. FJB.
We don't have an FJB or an LGBTQ plus. Yeah, go on there. You'll get 20% off, I believe. Might have to change that up. I think I was looking at the prices on there and it might not actually give the discount because our prices are already super low. So I might have to do like a free shipping thing, but I'll get it all figured out. Don't worry, guys. And then also Violent Vibe Tribe, violentvibetribe.com. Use the promo code till death. There we go. Promo code till death. Or no, TD20. 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 For 20% off. And then, also I'm going to be working on... It'll probably come out a lot later than this episode does, but I'm going to be working on some JRE Tunes type little cartoons of some of our... are you okay over there?
Yeah, I got caught in my hair.
Little falling out over there. We're about done. You can probably take it out. We are going to be doing some JRE Tunes type animations for some of our little clips, some of our little funny stories. I think the one story will be hilarious.
Oh, yes.
To do a cartoon of. But yeah, so the first ones that I'm going to try and work on are you pushing the girl on the swing with the, little sticks, and then me and the dude and how he rolled not very well, and being an asshole. So but I think it'll be pretty fun. I just got the backgrounds done and drew those, and I'm starting to I'm about to finish my animation of me, and then I'm gonna get on yours. I just drawing out the tattoos and doing all the little things is a little extra. So but yeah, think we're about good. Do you have anything else?
Ooh, I hear the neighbors yelling at each other. I'm excited.
Ooh, we have some things to do.
Might have a good story for you guys next week.
Yeah, hopefully they shoot each other and then shoot our other neighbor because she is a whole bitch. A whole ass bitch.
A whole ass bitch.
A whole ass
Boy.
bitch.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
So anyways, come on, man. We'll talk to you when we talk to you.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.
If you have multiple pronouns, this is your podcast. Make sure you click down there and subscribe right underneath my non-binary penis.
If you've turned your penis into a banana, this is not the podcast for you. Shame on a ding dong.
Shove it up your ding dong, what?
Shove it up your pee hole.
Buffalo!